Testing.
Okay, so it's picking us up on the computer. So we're good on the computer, and then I'm gonna press record on here. So now we're. So yeah, now I'm pressing record. I feel like I'm too loud.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, test. We're doing it. We testing.
Testing. Do I sound good?
Yeah, I feel like you sound good. I feel like you sound.
You sound great on my end.
Okay. All right, and then I need to have a theme song. Right now, I got the regular theme song. All right, so we're recording.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. All right, it's the Slider Cast back again. All right, welcome back. It's me, DJ Slider Bites. And then we have we have it. I guess I have it, but I guess we do. We're all a team. All my Slider Bites. So it's I got a special guest. I always call you Obi. So do you only go by Obi, or what's your what's the full name?
My name's Obi Ehn.
Obi Ehn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Obi Ehn. And then so is that a stage name or your real name?
It's my stage name.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you want my real name's
No, you don't got to do your real name because the police might be listening.
Yeah, I don't want to give my government out.
Yeah, no, I definitely know how that is. How that could be.
Yes, I commit crimes under my public persona.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's that's usually. I found that kind of sucks though because people will give you an alias, but usually somebody will only give you an alias if they plan on doing some shady shit. So that's why you always knew him as Q or some shit.
Yeah.
You never knew his name was Brandon Price until the government was looking for him. So
I was out at this. I was doing this horrible show, and two of my friends came, and they're the only two people who attended at all to this show. So we were going out for like dinner, and a drug addict, she approached us, and me and one of my friends, we were like, oh, we're just gonna ignore her. And my other friend, he's a much better person, Elijah. He's really a musician. He's a much better person than us, and he was chatting her up and was gonna get her some food, and she was like, yeah, I don't do drugs no more, but Maceo, he and I were hanging out and he was shooting up, and I couldn't just leave him hanging. And after, we're like, yo, like, the name Maceo, like, that alias, like, that is a nigga who's never up to any good. Just like...
Yeah, Maceo. Or that sounds like an old school name.
Yeah.
It could be his real name. Maceo. That's funny. Yeah, Maceo sounds like it could be a real name. I don't know. Was this in Chicago or was this in New Orleans?
Okay.
I don't mean to throw New Orleans like that. New Orleans is a great place.
According to this white person I worked with at Whole Foods, they were like, it's pronounced Nolans. So.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's how you pronounce it when you have the terrible accent.
Yeah.
But, yeah, if you're an English speaking person, you say New Orleans.
New Orleans.
I don't know.
New Orleans. Jacob.
That's probably terrible the way to do that too. Yeah. So and I forgot to say, we are 100% open source this episode. Those last two episodes, maybe not so. I was using Windows. This one, maybe it's a test run. Maybe you might not even hear what we're saying, but it's 100% Linux. And that's kind of my one of my statement things for like being on the internet. I want to like shed light on Linux and especially more black people, just minorities. I feel like a lot of minorities are they feel like they're computer savvy, but then you're really not if you're not using Linux.
I see.
So I try to put people up on it, and it's free, so you can get a whole bunch of super cool dope shit that you can create with, and it's all free. You literally just have to find it on the internet and install it.
Okay. I'm very barely hip to Linux. It was like in middle school when I was like learning about like operating systems and stuff, and Linux was kind of like, I don't know whether it was like more open for like coding and building stuff. Yeah,
you can do it, but Linux, like everything runs on Linux. Like all like servers and things like that run on Linux. I know Mac OS. I might be people on the internet will get pissed off, but I know it's based off of Linux.
Okay.
So yeah, it was like that whole thing that they have going on. It's based off Linux or Unix or something like that. So it's very similar. But I know, don't you use a Mac?
I do use a Mac. I use a MacBook.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one do you have? Do you?
From 2011,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's still a silver body, right?
Still silver bodied. I bought it from a friend for like 300.
That's always the price.
Yeah. I bought like 3 Macs because I was like looking for something to like produce on, like make beats on.
Yeah.
And the first 2, I bought them used off Amazon, and they were both terrible. Like they were just horrible. And my friend, she had one she'd been using like maybe since 2015. That was from 2011, and I have used that to like make my last 2 projects. It's been pretty reliable.
No, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a because I'm a fan. Because since I use Linux, I always buy old laptops or somebody trying to sell something for $300.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I'm waiting for the day when I can come across an Apple laptop and I'm gonna put Linux on it. Like I put Linux on the remember the MacBooks that were all white? They're like the old ones.
I remember like the big blue, like light blue box ones.
Yeah, it was they were kind of the same era, but a little bit afterwards.
Were they flat? The all white flat ones?
Yeah, it was a laptop.
Okay.
Yeah, and I put Linux on that, and that was in my started my Linux journey. And yeah, it was like I've always, because I wanted like one of the silver ones to see what I can do, but I know Apple makes it hard sometimes.
Yeah.
So it's but when their shit gets old, it's definitely like I'll do whatever.
Yeah,
it's gonna reach a point where you can't update, the latest operating system. What is it called? Yosemite or
it's something like that. I don't pay attention. I'm like, I don't know. It's like I don't know. It's like a fire drill. It's like I tune out. I'm just like, all right. Sure.
You just don't update your shit. You
no,
just let it.
If I'll let it just be old and janky for as long as I can. But sometimes they're like, bro, you can't fucking listen to iTunes if you don't put this new shit on. And I'm like, all right, fine.
Yeah.
I'm like, fine. All right. If you'll allow me to go to Cartoon Network, fine. I'm fine. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I feel the same way. That's what, but yeah, it just reaches when I had that MacBook, it was like the new, I forgot what it was. It was Miyate or something like that. It just updated and it was like, it didn't work anymore after that.
Yeah.
And so I was like, let's go balls out and put Linux on it.
Yeah.
And then it was kind of cool. Then like one of the keys stopped working. That's the only reason why it's not out here. Like when I really, really get set up, I want to use that laptop as a prop. And I hate I'm saying it on here, but I'm going to have it set up and it's going to look like I'm using it.
Yeah.
But I'm not. And then I want to have people like, how are you doing all this on that old ass laptop?
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna have like a real live stream where I'm talking shit, I'm doing shit, but I'm gonna have that laptop in the front. Like,
yeah, and you'll be writing in C++. I'm like, yo.
Yeah, people are like, how is he doing that? Like he's using OBS and shit.
Yeah.
And do you know OBS? You ever heard of
Nope.
that? See, we got to get you in the game. Yeah. OBS is like, you ever watch somebody's video on YouTube and then they'll be like, look what I saw on Amazon, and then they'll kind of drag you can see what they're looking at.
Yeah.
They can drag it onto the screen.
Okay.
That's OBS.
I see.
And then you could do a lot of stuff with it. It's basically like a broadcast center because you can drag other stuff I'm doing. I can drag and show it to the people, or I can have multiple cameras and just press a button and then like boom, go switch the camera.
Yeah.
So it's just shit like that.
Yeah. I feel so bad. You've mentioned like 7 things that I don't know at all.
We're in the same field.
Yeah.
It's some shit that you're gonna have to deal with sooner or later.
Yeah.
I feel like we're all. Sometimes people do their different strides, but we eventually want to get to the same shit.
Yeah.
So it's just like you got the audio interface because you're actually doing music. Like I eventually want to get to the music, but like we gotta showcase it. You're gonna be using OBS.
Okay, bet.
I guarantee you'll be using. Or at first you'll just start making regular shit, but then when you're just like, damn, I want to have camera angles and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's one of those. It's frustrating as fuck, but once you have it down, you'll watch people's videos and you'll be like, okay, this is what he's doing. It's a guy. I hate to shout him out.
What?
No, he's a controversial internet person.
Okay.
But when I learned about OBS, I'm like, this is what he's doing.
Yeah.
And it was like, it's a whole production and he's just by himself and he makes a lot of enemies and shit.
Oh, that's sick.
And then he
who is this guy?
His name's Tommy Sotomayor. Tommy. So I should have bleeped it out, should I? But no, it's all right. I'm just joking. We ain't gotta. He's not gonna come and get me. But you can tell he has like on his screen. He'll have his like name and shit on the bottom.
Yeah.
You know, like the name of the show, like it's on channel 2, like with a graphic.
Yeah.
And then he'll have it cut off to where like you could see a separate chat room on the screen. And then if he plays some type of video, it'll be in the corner, and then you can he'll have the main field of just him.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, you can tell he does it all by himself. It's another guy that it's a whole. Most of those people are using OBS. Yeah, and then it's different forms of it because they make one called StreamYards. I don't know. I'm advertising for products on my shit. But that one's pretty good too. It's more geared towards like gamers and shit. And but it'll have have you ever used Twitch?
No, I've never used Twitch. Have I? I watched Twitch very briefly when I was like in high school because I used to be into gaming when I was in high school. And I remember there was like a Pokemon thing where they're like, I don't know, like there was like a bird, like the bird Pokemon became God or something, and I followed that really intensely back in the day. But yeah, no, I don't really. That whole culture is pretty intense for me. Even the chairs are very intense, like the gamer chairs.
Yeah, no, I was looking at one the other day. It was $400.
Yeah, that's very aggressive for a chair to me.
Yeah, but no, it was the shit. It was like it had lumbar and then it had a thing in the back. It was something like I would because I want to show my games. I want to stream my shit.
Okay,
but I was like, I need a better chair. I can't. You look at that chair. That's a dining chair. You're supposed to eat mashed potatoes in that chair and get the fuck up.
No, that looks like a chair. Grandma has struggles to get out of.
Yeah, like, where like when fat old people gotta they gotta use that momentum. They're like. It's like they gotta catapult themselves up.
That's the chair I'm used to. Like I game in that chair.
Yeah, no, you got to game with something better. And then it's I know when you get loyal followers, they'll probably give you the money to do it. But yeah, I'm waiting for the African American or Black Friday, whatever you call it.
Yeah,
and, I'm gonna see what they're doing.
Yeah, it's actually the African American Vernacular Friday. Just if you're gonna refer to it correctly.
Yeah, no, you got to be PC on this show because we don't want to get canceled or whatever.
I remember when there's an SNL sketch that I actually really liked, even though like I guess it's like not good. It was the one with Elon. It was the episode with Elon Musk, and I don't like Elon Musk, and he was the worst part of it to me. But it was because it was like an algorithm pretending to be human, pretending to act, but the sketch was Zoomer Hospital, and it was all these 30-year-olds pretending to like be like I'm a Zoomer, like I'm like one of the older Zoomers, and like they were like talking about Supreme and how everything's cap. I'm like, yeah, these are words I say sometimes, and like people got really mad. They're like, oh man, you're just stealing how black people talk. But it turned out like Michael Che wrote it. I'm like, y'all don't even know what you're talking. I don't know, man. It's just dumb.
Yeah, no, Michael Che's a good he's a good artist. He's got a feud going on right now. I hate to date the show, but he's got a feud with some comedian.
A feud? He has. I mean, according to his Instagram, he has a feud with everybody, which is really fun.
It's very. I hate what the comedian said about Che, but I like what the comedian's stance is because he just does it. It's just like it's a lot of unnecessary making fun of Joe Rogan, and they just did a skit on Saturday Night Live where it was just fucking not funny at all.
You mean Pete Davidson just being Joe Rogan?
Yeah, it was something. But then they were like, I like what the guy said because like doing comedy, you gotta be more thought provoking and stuff. Sure. And the guy was like, he just broke down the sketch. He was like, this sketch is not even like they're just using talking points. They weren't even like saying jokes.
Sure.
It was just talking points. It was just like, hi, I'm Joe Rogan. I use horse tranquilizer. Yeah. And it was just like, it was like no jokes. It was no like setup. Like, hey man, you want a choice? You can take this aspirin or this horse shit. It was like, oh, I'm gonna do the horse shit. Like it wasn't even anything creative or funny about it. Even maybe I only heard the audio of it. Mm-hmm. Maybe I'll see the video, but I don't know. Saturday Night Live does a lot of weak shit like that. Yeah. Where, trying to make fun of people. I didn't like they did a skit with Kyrie where they like vaccinated him where he didn't want to be. And I'm like, how is this funny? Mm-hmm. How are you making jokes about this? Mm-hmm. I don't know. Saturday Night Live, but I guess shout out to them if they give us a chance. All right. while I'm talking shit. But Norm Macdonald told them where to fucking stick it. But you know, they might have you on there. Do you know Sarah Squirm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know her. I don't know her personally, but yeah.
I mean, I would say if we saw each other, we've made eye contact before, but we don't know each other.
I've run into her. Like, I've walked past her, and like I wasn't sure because we're in Logan right now in Chicago, and I was like walking past, and like there was like a white woman like exclaiming about birds, and I was like, look at this silly white woman. And I was like, oh, that's Sarah Squirm. That's fun. That's funny. That's appropriate. Yeah.
Did you do mics with her, or you just know her from the Saturday Night Live?
No, I actually saw, the first time I saw her, because I moved here in 2019. So like she like is like a comedy senior to me. Like she's like a class or two above me if we're having any type of demarcation. Like I saw her open for Eric Andre, and yeah, she wasn't at Kohl's by the time I started doing Kohl's. Like she was, you know.
Oh, she was already moved on.
She was already moved on.
So yeah, because it was my best thing was like I started really, really doing comedy when she was hosting Kohl's, and it was like maybe I forgot how many. I haven't gone on stage that many times when Trump got elected. Yeah, and everybody was all sad. I just feel bad looking at, like, I should have went up there. Like, y'all, like people were like really sad and depressed. And it was like, how are white people sad and depressed? Like life got worse for them. Yeah, and you know their shit.
It didn't. It made me mad when oh man. Well, okay, so whatever. I never voted for Trump, but I did consider or regret my vote for Biden right when he was announced to win, because the white people here were too happy. Like,
yeah, it's very suspicious.
Yeah, like hipster. I saw the weirdest like contrast where it was like I saw like hipsters with like ladybug helmets on old school 1940s bikes, like riding through during the pandemic with joy, and then I saw like a black family near a corner store doing like a vigil like on the street corner. Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, this is the reality of it. It was really weird. It was dystopian. It was just this old guy just barely talking, and they're like, this is our savior.
Talking about Mr. Biden.
Yeah.
No, I just I'm working on my voices too. So just Trump. Sleepy Joe. He's so sleepy.
Oh, sick.
He is so sleepy. If you go into the Oval Office unannounced, he'd probably be taking a nap, not doing what the fuck he's supposed to be doing. Like it's
he's
a weirdo, and I don't know. He's never said anything positive about black people. It's so many clips of Joe Biden saying the N-word and all that kind of shit.
Wait, the N-word?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's the one. Damn it! That's why you're making me mad. This shit isn't hooked up to my computer
because
it's the one where he's like, yeah, we don't need any more hotshot nigger mayors.
Wow.
That's the one. He's like on the stand saying this. You've never heard any of these?
I've heard him call. I heard him call integrated schools jungles. Yeah, I've heard him do that.
Yeah, he was doing that shit. He's I don't know. I don't trust.
That's crazy because his boss was the biggest hotshot nigger mayor, for 8 years.
No, that Obama. That wasn't his boss, man. I don't know. We're talking. A lot of people think when they have a vice president and president, the vice president is really doing a bunch of shit.
Really?
Yeah. And I know it was like Obama's. It's a complicated thing because I don't think he's for black people in this country. Sure. But he looks black, and so people are scared of that. So you got to have the low key racist white dude there.
Yeah. Uncle Joe.
Yeah, but he's like a low key racist white dude where all these clips where I'm talking about he's saying the N-word are from the 80s and 90s. Yeah. And they never came out when he was with Obama. But then all of a sudden when he's running against Trump, then it's like release this shit where he's saying the N-word and stuff. And and it confuses people. So it's a lot of people in this country aren't politically astute. Yeah. So that's kind of frustrating.
Yeah. That's some hot goss.
Yeah. Just like I respect Kanye, but I really don't respect Kanye a lot. Just from what he did with the presidency, like he basically split the vote up. Yeah. Just for him being out here.
Did he?
Yeah, he was out there to split the vote, just to cause chaos. Where it's just like, if you really were about to use your vote to be meaningful, you waste it on him. And then he wasn't even on the ballot in Illinois. And this is allegedly his home state.
I'm sorry. I just love the idea of a nigga just being like, fuck it. I want to confuse niggas. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
That's all he did. No, I was just fucked up. But it's just fucked up. His name wasn't on the ballot in Chicago. He's allegedly from here.
Oh, man.
Allegedly.
Hey.
It's a lot of Chicago's a complicated city.
Yeah.
They'll it seems like if you make it and you claim Chicago, they'll let you claim it. But then when you ask people like, where's he from? You'll get a different answer from every person.
Yeah, I saw that nigga when he was 5 in Michigan. It's like
I asked people who are from Chicago, like, where did Kanye West used to be at? Where's he? Where? I think out west. I've heard out west.
Okay.
And then I've heard out south, where it's just very broad shit. Where like if they know what they're talking about, they'll say specifically K-Town.
Yeah.
Or specifically Hyde Park.
Yeah.
It was like out west, out south. Then I heard somebody say South Shore. I'm like, that's more specific. There you go.
Yeah.
That sounds right. But
Yeah.
then it was just, motherfuckers don't know. Just like Obama. He's not from Chicago.
Yeah, okay. Obama's the one where I would be like, all right. Like, no, because, like, the nigga's, like, from Hawaii, and then his, like, I don't know, and then he's, like, related to Cheney. I don't know.
Yeah, he's from Hawaii. They do that because you can't question people who've been around him.
Yeah.
When he was young.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it's just he grew up in Hawaii. You got to go to Hawaii to talk to them.
Yeah,
and then he went to like a very exclusive Hawaiian school that they wouldn't even let regular black people in or Hawaiian people in.
Oh.
When you look at those pictures, he's around a whole bunch of upper class white people.
Oh, geez.
So you got to go and ask them, what was this guy like? And then you got to go to Harvard and ask the people at Harvard, like, what was Obama like? Did he go by Barack or was he buried?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know he used to be buried.
Damn.
You can't have no fucking name like Barack in the 90s. Like, where are you working? And then you're around Harvard. Like, it was like, no, he was Barry.
Yeah.
His name is Barry Santo or whatever the hell. I don't know. See, I don't. I'm not even like in the game all the way.
Sure.
And it's just I know. I follow so many people who get. Well, this isn't bad or salacious because we're not talking about flat earth or some shit. But it's just like, sometimes people get banned for saying stuff, or they're just like, that's. You know what I mean? And in this country, you're saying the truth, but they're just like, that's controversial.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just how, that's just it.
Yeah, especially about those type of shit, about the stuff you're not supposed to talk about.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's interesting. It's an interesting world. That's why I want to get more famous so I can find out the truth.
Okay.
That's all I want to do.
Okay.
And then I might tell a couple slider bites.
Oh, sick.
But
I don't think you should say that in a public sphere.
Oh, okay.
It's like, I'm going to figure out all this shit and I'm going to leak it. And it's like they chased Snowden out. Like, they got rid of that nigga.
Yeah.
Barry did.
Yeah. No, and Snowden was telling the truth. He said that they can turn on our phones and listen to everything. I think people need to know. They don't know the severity of things. Like, I've heard this thing before. It was damn it. I hate reporting on stuff if I can't call exactly what it is. But I know since the Patriot Act, they could just listen to emails and they can look at emails and just find out whatever the fuck they want to in the Pentagon.
Damn.
So they have in the section where they do that.
Yeah.
It was like a rule. It was like this was like a thing where like the manager would check up on people like, hey, are you working?
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, no, like my ex-wife is starting to date this new motherfucker. I'm looking at her shit just to see what she's doing. Or my ex-boyfriend is doing something.
Wait, so they're just doing petty shit?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
But then they made a rule. They called it a rule. They called it love baiting or love something.
Okay.
And then they'll like the manager will give them 15 minutes to finish that.
Yeah.
And then get back on looking for terrorists.
Oh, that's so funny.
So it's people who are in the government
looking up
old
dick.
being petty. Yeah, being petty. Like you said, it's somebody they
they
used to date, or it's just like, oh shit, what is Obi doing? He was so great.
Yeah.
And then they're just like looking up all your shit, seeing where you're at for no fucking reason.
Catherine, you're going to have to look a little harder. I'm on that VPN hiding shit. You got to look in France to find out what I'm doing.
Yeah. No, I just went to Micro Center yesterday. Sometimes you get some duds. Sometimes you get some good salesmen. Sometimes you don't.
Sure.
It was like I was talking to the guy that just, he was just like my spirit animal. He was just helping me out. He was, because I have a VPN.
Yeah.
But he was like explaining like exactly this is what this is for.
Yeah.
And it was legit. He was telling me all the shit. We talked about DSN leaks and all that kind of stuff, or DNS.
Yeah.
DNS leaks. That's how sometimes you get found out when you have a VPN. Because you know, like you know what a DNS server is?
Vaguely, because I think we used to like fucking hack them in high school. Like,
okay, yeah, it's something like they keep the domains of like where you're just like, hey, I'm trying to go to thisis50.com.
Yes,
and so it'll go to a DNS server that's probably in Indiana or some shit, or in Chicago, and then it'll send you to thisis50.com.
Yeah.
But then when you're on a VPN, you're in Chicago, but then you hit Mexico.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm in Mexico. I want to pretend to be a VPN. Yeah. And then you go thisis50.com. Some internet providers will talk to the DNS server that's in Chicago. It'd be like, oh, thisis50.com. And then send your computer that's supposed to be in Mexico.
Yeah.
To thisis50. But you get what you get it? And, so, and then he was saying that some, that's called a DNS leak, and a lot of VPNs correct that.
Okay.
But he was like, back in the day, a lot of people used to get caught and fucked over because it'll be like, yeah, I'm in Switzerland. And then it's just using some server in Ohio and shit. And it's just like, no.
Just pretending.
Yeah, are you in Switzerland or like, what's going on?
That's so funny. Like in Ohio, like I'm just thinking of like in Ohio. Like I'm from Ohio, just like in Ohio.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, and then I was just thinking like, I need to get better with these questions. Because the people are just like, who is this nigga? Like, what is
yeah,
he ain't asking him nothing. They just came here and started talking.
Like, yo, this squeaky ass nigga has been going on a while.
Yeah, there's no history or nothing. It was just, his name is Obi, and then what'd you do yesterday? You know, it's like not. Yeah. So you're from Ohio. Which part of Ohio?
I'm from Cleveland.
Cleveland. Yeah. Yeah, that come. Because I did 2 mics last night. I did the trigger warning.
Yeah.
I did that mic. You saw me at?
No, Redescu and I were from the same place.
Yeah.
We're from the same hood.
Did you know him already?
No, I didn't. Actually, we actually both went to the School of the Arts.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So okay, you got to change that. You got to say y'all were both in rival gangs.
Oh, no. See, Redescu and I, we actually talked about it because like we were both 2 sensitive ass niggas in the hood. So like we both get like he'd get bullied and like beat up, and niggas would just call me like gay. Like people would just be like, oh, it's the gay nigga. I'm like, oh, hey guys, I'm going to private school.
Yeah, as long as you're not in my fucking face.
Yeah,
that sucks. That sucks. And I like Cleveland. Sometimes Ohio gets a bad rap. I don't like because I'm from Michigan. I'm from Detroit.
Yeah.
And so when people do that stupid state rivalry shit, to me it means nothing. Because when I came to Chicago, it's so many listeners out there. Come to Chicago, and it's going to be so many people from the suburbs. You'll never meet people from real Chicago.
Yeah.
You'll never meet somebody who's actually born and raised here.
That's true.
Yeah,
I can name like 2 people I know.
And it's some bullshit?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we live in Chicago. And so
no, we're transplants.
But it was like, I've noticed you meet a lot of Ohio. I've dated like 4 different Ohio girls.
Amazing.
I was like, this is a pattern. I'll never talk shit about Ohio ever again in my life.
So funny.
Like it was, maybe they wouldn't date me in Ohio, but it was just in Chicago. It was like one girl, the last girl was from Dayton, and I was like, this is a pattern.
Oof.
What the fuck?
Dayton.
How are you from Ohio? How are these Ohio girls choosing up on me? So it was just, I don't know. I respect Ohio. And then it's a lot of performers that like Ohio. Like I've always heard positive stories about.
I think Burr loves hilarities, I think.
Who?
Bill Burr.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think he really likes hilarities.
I heard a lot of people say, people who travel, especially if they're on the East or the West Coast, and they say some Midwest cities give you a lot of love. And it was just, I heard Ohio is that place where if they like you, they really, really fuck with you. If they don't like you, then it's not going to be good. But a lot of times they like you, they want to see you, they're going to pay to go see you.
Yeah.
Like I love Master P's story.
Yeah.
How do you know how his story in Ohio?
No, I only know the story from Solange's album. Like I only know that snippet.
What's on her album?
Well, Master P. I mean, it's just like yo, if a white man's offering me like $1 million, then I got to be like worth like $1 billion. I was like, oh, that's real. Yeah. And then Lil Wayne comes in with Solange, and I'm like, this is a great album.
Oh, okay. All right, maybe I'll see it.
Yeah, see it at the table.
Classic. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it was. I guess Master P in his early career, he was on tour with Too Short and Tupac. I know Tupac was on the tour.
Oh, that's so funny.
And then he said that they were in some bar in Ohio. Yeah. They were in like a club, and Tupac was all on this guy's girl. And then the guy was like, hey man, I'm a fan, but this is my girl.
Pac loves beef.
Yeah, and then Master P said Tupac was like, she all up on me, man, blah, blah, blah. And then he said the guy was very sincere, like, I'm a fan of you, but I will shoot this bitch up. This is my girl. This is my lady. And then he said Tupac wouldn't back down, and so the guy got a gun, shot the club up, and then the promoter, I guess, who was in charge of the concert. So they left. Tupac and all the other people left, and then the promoter was just like, "Hey, they left. Y'all supposed to do 3 dates.
Yeah,
you only did 1." And then Master P was like, "Okay, well then me and the No Limit people are gonna stay."
Sure.
And then he said the first time, he was like, nobody was rocking with him when everybody was there.
Yeah.
And then he said the second time it was like one or two people rocking, and then he said the third show people was fucking with him, and then he said ever since he came back to Ohio, people always fuck with No Limit. Everybody from No Limit.
Master P loves a good business opportunity.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He loves it.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate how like the media always has to people always got to ham, like when it's a black dude, they always got to ham up like this gangster persona or aggressive persona, but he is all about business. Like
he's all about it.
Yeah, he's always gonna do some business shit, and it's just dope. I hate when it's like, cause I'm from the projects. It's like, no, nigga, you just know how to make money in a good way.
Yeah,
yeah. Like I love how
he's so smart. He's like, he'll have some story where he was like, yeah, back in the day, they kept selling bird cages, and I was like, yo, how am I gonna sell the most bird cages? And it was this little nigga who'd always rub his hands, and I got him out to like, sell my bird cages, and that's how I discovered Birdman. I was like, whoa.
Okay, that's funny.
Yeah, it's always this homegrown story.
That's hilarious. I do want to hear a humble beginning of Birdman, because he's one of those dudes that just acts like he's just everything, and this is like, no, where did you come from?
Where did you come from?
Yeah, like when did this start?
This nigga's been like 60 since Wayne was 13. Yeah, Wayne is almost 40 now.
He's always been the big homie. I like how Carlos Miller talked about it. He talked about on Juvenile's album. He asked Baby for the keys to the Range Rover on 2 different songs. It was just like, that was real. He was really like not letting them niggas drive cars and shit. Baby, let me get the keys to the Rover truck. He said that on 2 different songs. And I was like, oh, this is serious. That's like I remember that album, and they don't even play it that much. The Kanye West album where he talked about the cousin with the laptop.
Oh, Life of Pablo?
Okay, yeah, that's on the Life of Pablo?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah, it was like it came out and then people don't play it that much anymore.
Oh.
I don't really
I love that album. That's my favorite Kanye album. Like, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, I thought it was kind of cool. I like
Wait, are you an old Kanye fan?
No, I don't hate on any. Like I try to listen to everything new. Okay. I like his shit. Yeah. It's just I'm in the business of creating now, so I like to like see how did they do this, like what's going down. Yes. Like he had this guy called Prince Sci-Hi.
Yeah.
And Prince Sci-Hi was like a lot of
Sci-Hi
people.
the Prince.
Yes, I had a Prince. A lot of people don't know that these people have ghostwriters and shit.
Yeah.
So like Sci-Hi was like ghostwriting for Kanye. He has a good interview where he talks about it. That song. It's off the Twisted Dark Fantasy album. It's called So Appalled.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, I'm balding. It was like Spalding, balding.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he wrote that. He wrote that verse.
Yeah.
And it's kind of cool because they fade his voice in at the end at the end of Kanye's verse, they fade his voice in.
Yeah.
To me, it's kind of like a homage.
Yeah.
And then they said he did the verse and then he did his own verse. And then they was like, all right, yeah, we gonna keep your verse too.
Yeah, well, the funny thing is like he wasn't intended to be on the song, but he was like, he wrote it and recorded it. Yeah. And then like it was playing and then they heard it and they just kept it playing. And then they're just like, it just made it to the album. It's like a really nice story. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's what, no, I mean, I appreciate Kanye. It's just, when you look like, especially the Twisted Dark Fantasy album, there's a lot of Travis Scott production on that.
Really? You actually did not know that.
Yeah,
I thought that was Yeezus.
Maybe Yeezus, but you can hear it in the Twisted Dark Fantasy. Yeah. Because then you can hear Twisted Dark Fantasy and everything else Travis Scott does.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I'm not musically trained, but it was just, and I appreciate him. It's just Travis Scott makes he makes good music. I just don't like the real complex. Like, what exactly is this song about?
In what sense? Like the production or lyrically?
No, lyrically. Like, what are you really saying? Like, I don't understand. Sometimes you can't even understand all of it. But it's just like sometimes I just want to know, like, what is this song about?
Yeah.
Especially if I know it's not coming from a positive thing. It could be some bullshit. So like, exactly what is this song about?
Sure.
Instead of just your you just singing along to some shit.
Yeah, hikey, I just thought it was about like hoes and drugs and shit.
No, it's always some other shit. It's always some goofy shit.
Oh.
Just like You never know. Like it's like Dr. Dre. You know, Dr. Dre doesn't write his own rhymes, and so like, you know the song "Ring Ding Dong, Ring a Ding Ding." I keep the heads ringing. It's off the Friday soundtrack.
Okay.
You just think he's talking about, you know, like I make good beats and people be bobbing their head. And then the guy who wrote that record, he said Dr. Dre was like, yeah, man, you know, I got this idea where, because at the end of the song where he was like, I see you bobbing your head.
Yeah.
He was like, I can see you, but you can't see me. And then it sounds like, oh, that's some, you know, you can't see him because he's Dr. Dre.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the guy was like, yeah, he said Dr. Dre was like, yeah, I got this concept where, you know, like somebody's giving me head. I keep the heads ringing.
Sick.
And yeah, and then you know, it was like I see you bobbing your head because I can see you, but you can't see me because, you know, she looking down here at your stomach, so she can't see you.
I love that he presented that as a concept.
Yeah, but you see what I'm saying? Like I thought this was some cool shit.
I
was
love
like,
what? No, that's amazing.
me and my kids in the car bobbing our head and shit, ring ding dong, and it's like no.
I love rap for that reason. Like that's my favorite. Like to use like poetic license to like just talk about being nasty. Like
yeah, no, I mean like I appreciate it's a time and a place, but it's like let me, you know, it's like I like to know. Like okay, this song is about some nasty shit. Let me turn this down when my daughter's in the room or something like that.
I mean, like, you know, I was a kid just singing nasty shit. Like, and I was not on that as a kid, but I was just singing the worst shit. I was just, you know.
Yeah, no, I remember singing, it was some 2 Live Crew song. They had a video and I remember singing it. And then it was just stupid. I hate how some parents, I was about to blame it on black parents, you know, but, some parents will let you consume some shit and then be like, why you saying that? That's crazy. It's like, bitch, you let me watch BET all day.
Yeah.
And then now when I'm singing the 2 Live Crew song that's on BET all day, now it's you out of control.
No,
it's like, no, bitch, you out of control.
No.
Like, why don't you cut on PBS or something?
Yeah, no, it'd be like 4 or 5 in the morning. I'd be listening to Wayne be like a lollipop, and then I'd go to kindergarten. And it's just like, yeah, you know, that's just gonna be in my head now. It's a very catchy tune.
Yeah. No, I hate that. I dislike the way people, you know, the way they do the shit. Do you want any more?
No, I'm good for right now.
You're
Thank
good.
you.
Damn it! I wanted you to say yes because I need to put some more.
Oh, I mean, you
stuff in
can.
here. All right, so we're just gonna pause 1 second. It's just gonna be a quick pause. It's gonna be an edit, or if it's fast enough, we ain't even gotta edit it. But I'm just about to run and fill up my mug.
Fill up.
I guess. What's going on? All right, people, we're back. I didn't mean to do that. Let's see what hit. We're back. I hit the bomb.
Whoa, ooh, we back in this bitch.
Yeah, we hit the bomb. We're back. Sorry, I had to fill my cup back up.
Come on now.
You know, I'm allegedly have shrooms in this cup. We're gonna see what happens because I want to go to a mic and be like one of them lame ass people. Oh yeah, we were on shrooms. So it's like let's see what's But no, these are just regular mushrooms. These are shiitake mushrooms in here. So we'll see what's going on.
You want to know what's funny? So you know, I've done mics with you, and you are definitely like a more regular ass nigga than I would have assumed. Cause like, what's funny is like, cause in stand up, you'll see like a regular ass nigga, like a regular ass looking person. Yeah. And then they'll be like, yeah, I tried crack. And I'm like, ah. So I just kind of assume Everyone's got something, and you're just like, yeah, I don't like kids cursing to rap songs, and Travis Scott be confusing me talking about. I was like, yo, this nigga regular as hell.
Yeah, I don't know. You got to stand up. You got to be aware of the shit, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, especially when it's a lot of shit in the background. Yeah, and then if you don't. People are like the Illuminati or the devil or some shit, but it'll be some 666s in the background or some shit.
Oh,
or
that's
it'll be
so funny.
Or like
straight up.
Or what is it? Sometimes I go to just popular bar called like something cafe. Sure. I don't know, we can't promote everybody, but you know what I'm talking about, Logan Square Cafe.
Yeah, I know the Devil Bar in Logan.
Oh, see, it's no devilness involved in this. It was some devil shit in a song, because they do karaoke on Sundays.
Okay.
So it's a great place to go to. You know, it's just they're not paying us, but you know, it's Mustache Cafe. I'll mention them before I mention other Logan Square establishments. And so
I thought you were talking about another one.
No, it's the Mustache. But they played this Tenacious D song. The tribute song. Yeah. Where it's like, it's the greatest song in the world.
It's a great song.
Oh, Lord. They got some, the part in the middle where it's like,
yeah.
At that, if you see the words, you know how karaoke puts the words up. And there, when it's just like, hail Satan, yeah.
Yeah.
It comes on the words come up on the screen.
That's so sick.
And so I was just like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't think that was in here like this.
It's about Tenacious D's about the devil. The whole thing's about the devil.
No, what do you mean the whole thing?
Have you not seen the movie?
That album came out before the movie.
Yeah, but the movie came out, and movie,
The Pick of Destiny.
Yes, The Pick of Destiny. Okay, so you're hip.
Tribute. I'm very hip, but it was just tribute. That album came out like 3 years before that.
But rock and roll, music, sex, it's about the devil. It's all fun.
Not all that. That's not Barry Gordon's intention. She was just like, I'm gonna do this for the devil. The devil want a new music form. No, man, you do rock and roll, and then rock and roll is. I don't know. That's why I like learning history. Do you know the term rock and roll?
No.
That used to be, like, all this stuff comes from black people.
Of course. Well, I know that. Yeah.
Rock and roll is an old term that black people used to use for sex.
Amazing. What?
Like in the 1920s and shit.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah. They're like, come on, baby. Let's go
rock and roll. Oh, we're the best.
Yeah. But you let these other groups adopt shit and take shit, and then all of a sudden it gets away from you.
Yeah.
And then they act like they invented it or some shit. Yeah. And it's just like, no, man, no.
Oh my God.
That's why you got to know the history.
Baby, let's rock and roll.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Okay, we can do anal.
See, whatever the fuck. I don't know. That's why I don't do Thanksgiving. You don't know what the fuck that shit was about. I don't know. What was Ice-T. It was like, why would I sit and eat turkey? That's the day your forefathers jerked me.
Oh, shit.
He said that shit in the 80s.
Ice-T be saying like the realest shit in the funniest way. Like he's like about like the binary political system. It was like, why would I vote either side? Both wings, it's the same bird. I'm like, I mean, that's real, dog.
No, yeah, that too. Back in the day, it used to be, I say back in the day like we were there, but just when this country first came out, it was all different parties. Yeah. It was like the Whig Party, the Brown Party, the Green Party, the Abolitionist Party. And then they all were just as powerful. They did shit.
Yeah.
Now they do the 1-2 thing so they can all be on the same page.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, that's the one thing I dislike. Like, and it was kind of cool. Just growing up in Detroit, I had a math teacher's name was Mr. Sherback. I think it was Sherback. Mm-hmm. And it was during the Bush and you might be young, but it was during and then I'm dating myself too. It was during the Bush and Al Gore presidency where it was like a count and it was like very controversial. And it was like basically they pulled the jack move to take the presidency like they just did 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. But it had to go to trial, and then I had a teacher, and he was voting for somebody in the Green Party or something like that.
Yeah.
And then he was just like, yeah, now it's going to trial. Anybody could be elected. So it was like, my wife wants me to take my sign down, and I'm going to keep it up. And I just remember.
Shermack.
Yeah, I just always remembered that, like, okay, he's not it's this or that. Like, he was like, it's multiple different parties, and I like this guy. These are my people from the Green Party. Sure. And it was like, and I was in the 8th grade, like, oh, okay, it's not just, because then you grow up and around some black people who don't know. Yeah. And it's like, the Democrats, they the only ones looking out for us. And it's just like,
which niggas, all the niggas I'm around are Republican or don't vote.
Yeah, or I think black people need to be more of a, more of a, we need to be more independent. But
Sure.
it was like this one person was saying, most black people, when you look at our
voting,
not our voted, but no, like when you ask about our how we feel about things, most of the time it's usually conservative. Mm-hmm. It's usually conservative.
No, niggas are conservative.
Yeah, most black people are. Like most black people want to work and not do, like not a whole bunch of shit. We don't want to kill a whole bunch of babies. It's the other people that want to kill the babies.
You mean, I want to kill a bunch of babies. I'm very left.
I don't.
But most niggas I know are pretty right. But I am very left. I love killing babies and making money.
Oh no, I want to make money, but it's just, I think you need to learn how to live your life to where you're not. If some people remember when it was the controversy where the people from Planned Parenthood were at the dinner at that.
Wait, can I put just a pin in this, because I do want to clarify, since this is public, I don't see abortion as killing babies, and aside from allowing a person to have their freedom, I have no other opinion, because that is not my experience, other than being like, hey, you sure you want to keep doing that? So that's it. I just want to clarify that.
No, yeah. Yeah, you're down with the program. I like to call shit out. The reason you called it an A word.
What?
You used another word.
Abortion?
Yeah, but you got to use another word to take away what it really is.
What do you mean?
It's really killing a baby, but you use a different word to take the heat off of it.
I don't think so. I don't think it's killing a baby personally.
That's what you do with all things, though. Like, you don't call it exactly what it is. You just use another word to take the heat off of it. Like my dog had to be euthanized.
Yeah.
No, somebody killed your dog. Like, it was like your dog was sick and somebody killed it and put it down.
But that takes away from the context. Everything's so contextual, like killing a baby is like killing like a live baby. Like abortion has very specific, at least to my understanding, a very specific context. You can only do it within a certain time, and then, you know what I mean? Like, if you don't in that time frame, you have to have the baby, and that has its own consequences. So it's like, yeah, I don't know.
No, yeah, but I brought that up to say, do you remember a couple years ago when the two people were working for Planned Parenthood and they were? Do you remember what they were doing or what they were talking about?
In what sense? No, I don't. I truly stopped following the news when Trump was elected. I stopped.
Oh, okay. Because you felt like the world is at peace and everything is good. And,
because I knew they would
watch
give me
this shit no more.
Yeah, they weren't gonna give me any valuable information.
This shit's gonna turn up. No, yeah, all they did was fucking spread hate. But no, those Planned Parenthood people were at a table and they were discussing. People never think about this industry or the abortion industry.
Yeah.
What do they do with the body parts? Do you think they just throw that shit out?
I don't know.
They sell it and they do all kinds of research with it, but they sell it.
Oh, you mean
first.
like stem cell research?
All kinds of shit. Like it's literally but then they stem cell research. They make it sound positive. They put it in the food and they do all kinds of other janky shit. Like companies do it. Companies buy that. Mm-hmm. They buy it and call it product or whatever, and they do stuff with it. And it's a lot of people, that part of it, they never think about that. And I feel like if you did, you would think about your actions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Something that you probably don't care about, like your poop. You just probably want to shit and put it in the toilet.
Sure.
But if you knew I was collecting every time you took a shit, if you knew I was collecting it, wouldn't you be like, what you doing?
Yeah.
What you got going on, bro?
Yeah.
What you find in there?
Yeah, what you finding?
Especially if I'm, and then like,
why am I
what if all of a
it?
sudden I get some fancy medical procedure that I found out of DNA in your poop?
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Would you be like, hey, you only made that kind of medical advancement from literally my shit?
So are you saying I should get a cut?
Would you want a cut?
Yeah, if it's mine.
Okay, there you go. But I'm just saying, you would still be like,
but
poop
is different from babies, and I don't know.
But I feel like that's how some women treat it. They're just like, get this out of me. It's gone. It's like, okay, you.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's so binary, even though, like, I think, like, there's, like, a really funny joke about, like, killing, like, Louis has a joke about killing a baby or taking a shit. And I don't know if it's that binary, because it's not, I don't know, based on what I've heard, it's not easy. These people, like, these women aren't stoked about, like, great, I'm killing this part of myself. It's like, shit's.
Sometimes the way they talk about it, it does seem like.
Well, that. I mean, well, I don't know. how can I say? It's kind of like, I mean, because it's a discourse. Oh, I don't want to go into the because I'm not equipped. I am an idiot. But it is a discourse, and
You gotta equip yourself, brother. What is this?
no, I mean, this is not my experience. Even if I was equipped, it like white people.
You know how many people talk about what black people
That's
should
what
do,
I'm
and
saying.
they don't have no experience.
I know, and they shouldn't.
We
So.
could talk about this. We done been around some hoes.
You know, but I don't know. All I will say is sometimes during a discourse, which is a conversation, both sides or all sides push each other to a point that sometimes it's like, you know what, nigga, I just want the shit out of me. You know what I mean? And then you can take that out of context, and I think that's unfair. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, it was. I'm talking about the after effect. Like people are.
I mean,
making or like the stuff that happened with here. You know, have you ever heard of Henrietta Lacks?
Henrietta Lacks. I think I've heard vaguely. Yeah.
They made a movie about her a couple years ago.
Yeah.
It was she went to the hospital to have some kind of procedure done, like a womanly procedure. The hospital was like, "Oh shit, your cells just keep replicating like infinity cells."
Oh yeah. I just saw a thing about that. I just saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, so they used her blood and everything. They kept taking shit from her.
God.
And then when she died, they took shit from her body.
Yeah.
And then this is the more out cold part. They went to other people and her family members like, hey, we got to do a blood test because y'all might have some kind of rare disease. While they're just seeing if them niggas got the super blood too.
Yeah.
And then they make all kinds of advancements to treat all kinds of diseases and everything.
Yeah.
And don't give those people any credit.
No, yeah, that's horrible.
I'm pretty sure the same thing has been happening with somebody's aborted baby, where they're just like, "Oh shit, we can damn near cure cancer with this."
Yeah,
Oh.
no, I'm sure, but like, I mean, that's just the medical industry. I mean, every industry has a dark underbelly, and like,
I don't think so. What is it? I mean, Pokemon doesn't.
Have you not heard? I actually just learned about this yesterday. There's like a trend where like 40-year-old, 30-year-old men like who don't do anything like are now super into collecting Pokemon cards. Where like shipping days will come, and like they'll rush to Target, buy all of them so no 8-year-old can touch them, and then they'll like resell them, and like they're super. It's just like it's like a bro-y pseudo incel culture of like Pokemon cards, and it's sad. It's kind of dark. It's not sick.
I mean, yeah, but it's like a new thing. That's not a part of an industry. That's a new thing. Those are some people doing new activities.
Yeah, well,
that's what you know what I'm saying. It's
that's
like
black market Pokemon card trading.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a lot of shit like that. It's a lot of janky Pokemon card deals that go bad. So yeah.
Oh, believe me, I've been 8 before.
No, I used to live next door to this kid named Jarrell. He was just somebody that always wanted to get over. Anytime it was a deal or he wanted to do something with you, it's always like so you can rip me off and come out on top. And so he'll want to trade cards.
I love that being a fuck nigga is preternatural to this nigga Jarrell. That's like, even as a child, he's like, I'm gonna fuck this nigga over.
Yeah, that's what he's lame as hell. Then oh my God, I don't want to talk about people's cases and shit, but then it's like when somebody goes to jail and you're just like, okay, you think you can get away with everything?
Yeah,
that's what happened.
Oh, that's what happened?
Yeah, you can't get away with everything, nigga. They got you. They done caught up to you.
Nah, free Jarrell.
They done got you. Now he's probably different and a nice person.
Yeah,
now,
he's
but
probably Muslim now.
no, because I don't think Allah can't save everybody.
Come on, don't ever talk about Allah like that. Allah can do everything.
No, I know he can, but there's some niggas that are bogus. There's some people who are bogus for life, and so it's and I got some people in my family that are bogus for life.
Yeah.
So yeah, like. I don't know. I'm not saying he's bogus for life, but he was pretty lame. And then he ripped me off on some weed.
Damn.
I hate to say it like that, or some cannabis, but it was like he because like people from my school were like, oh, Martez, you can get good stuff, and I was like, yeah. And my friend gave me some money, and then I was like, all right, Jarrell, take me where we get the weed from, and then like we'll get it for my friend. And then he just gave me this like shitty ass bag, and I was like, "This is not the same." And then he was like, start ducking and dodging me, and he lived next door.
Oh, that's sick.
So yeah, he would.
That's bold.
He would be driving his dad's car, and then like when I drive down the street, he'll lean down.
Oh, that's so. Oh my God.
Yeah, it was just like, this is petty as hell. But then he was like spoiled. He was like a spoiled kid.
Yeah.
It was just, you could see some people's mentality where you just like that's why like I learned like you can't really spoil children like that. You can't just give them everything, because then they become adults and they just act like that shit's supposed to work like that.
Yeah,
and it's like, no, like you get shot or you're gonna go to jail.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, it was I don't know how many times he's been shot, but it's but it's always some shady shit going on.
Yeah.
So you're from Ohio.
I'm from Ohio.
Cleveland,
Ohio.
Did you ever meet LeBron James?
Did I ever meet LeBron James? No.
How far away is Cleveland from Akron?
From Akron, I don't know, like 2 freeways. I don't know. All I know about Akron is that's where all the rich Nigerians were. Like the successful Nigerians lived in Akron. Wow. The poor Nigerians, we were in Cleveland.
Wow. Okay, but I guess Akron's kind of close to.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Wait, sorry, are you Nigerian?
I'm Nigerian. My parents are. Yeah.
Okay, so you Nigerian descent.
Yeah, of Nigeria. Yeah.
No, that's pretty cool. That's like one of my favorite comedians. His name's Godfrey Dijima.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know of Godfrey.
Yeah, he's always talking nice. I like Godfrey. He's a good ally. He's a good diaspora ally.
Yeah, that's so funny. We have to be. That does need to be clarified because we don't always be allies.
No, they don't. No, it's a fucking. I know a Haitian comedian who is not an ally. This motherfucker is always trying to show out for white people in front of. Yeah, I'm like, this is corny.
Is it a nigga I might know?
Maybe I'll tell you off the air. But it's just that's just the one thing I hate. It's just and then Godfrey talks about it too. He talks about just people when black comedians are always doing when they say the N-word in front of a mixed crowd or a white crowd.
Yeah.
Like, what is this N-word talk in front of this kind of crowd?
Oh, that sounds like something my daddy would say. Nigga, I say nigga everywhere. Gee, I don't know.
No, I mean, but it's like sometimes it's weird with that, and then but especially when people want to scold another black person and call them all kinds of niggas in front of white people. Then it's like, okay, you are some other shit.
That's weird.
Yeah, no, that's what he did that, and then it's another comedian who
I just be calling everything nigga. Like I'd be like a hit it chair. I'm like, no, fuck you nigga.
No, they were real specific. Like this one comedian, we were in this service industry page,
sure,
and then I was like, I'm always just like, hey, let's keep this service industry. This is what the fuck does this got to do with Chicago service industry?
Yeah.
And then he got under one of my comments, and it was like, "Bro, we're personal friends. Like, send me a message. Don't show out in this, in a group
forum.
In a forum." And then he was like, "Nigga, chill," or he was like, "Nigga, something." And I was like, "Bro, don't call me the N-word in front of these white supremacists."
Yeah,
like, I specifically said that. Or I was like, suspected white supremacists.
Yeah.
A lot of these people are suspected. In the Chicago service industry, it's a lot of fucking fake ass. I'm liberal, but really racist people.
Yeah.
And so they're in that page. And I was like, "Bro, don't call me an N-word in front of this." And then he went all like, "Nigga, you don't tell me what to do." And I just blocked him.
What is he on?
And it was in that page. And I was just like, "Oh, you gonna do this in a public forum?"
What is he on? Just text. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, it's something about certain black people when they want to just be in front of some white people and start,
oh boy,
nigga this, nigga that. But it's another level when they scold a black person.
Yeah, that's weird.
They love to scold.
Really?
That Haitian comedian was always he would scold the whole community though.
What?
He wouldn't just pick out a black person, but he'll just be like, cause niggas be listening to Farrakhan and blah blah blah. And it's just like,
because he's right. No.
He do got some solid ass points. Like, it was just like, you can't talk shit about people who follow him. Like, yeah, because niggas listen to Farrakhan, and he'd be in front of some white people because niggas is saying fair. Or literally, it was terrible. This one white comedian walked up. He was like, "Hey, what's going on with Nick Cannon?" And he was like, you know how white people just ask those inappropriate ass, stupid ass questions.
Yeah.
He was like, "What's up with this whole Nick Cannon thing?" and then asking this guy, and then he just turns into, "Yeah, well, you know, niggas listen to Farrakhan and blah blah blah." And I really wanted to just burn the whole park down. This was 2020. And I was like, "There's no. Why is this guy even answering this shit?" That's like somebody. Hey, what's going on in Haiti, Martez? And I'm just being like, "Yeah, man. You know, they need to get it together because these people are doing something, and then these other people ain't doing nothing."
Yeah,
you know, like you'd be like, "Shut your ass up."
The crazy thing is, of the diaspora, Haiti's the most down. Like Haiti's like, those are real niggas in Haiti. Like,
no, yeah, they are the reason why we are free. And this why we have things the way we are.
Haiti niggas are real. Like I remember I dated this Haitian girl, and I told her a joke because I was like, "Yeah, I'm pretty fucked up, you know, like I'm Nigerian, so I'm properly colonized." And she had no baggage. She was like, "Nope, not yeah." Like her parents and shit were like on just some real shit.
Yeah,
Cool.
no, I just look at their revolution. Yeah, Nigeria, I want to look more into the history of Nigeria. I know Nigeria is a militarily ran country.
Yeah.
But whatever deals they have in place with the white supremacists who rule the world, they give them some kind of leeway or whatever. Like their countries, their situation is not fucked up like Haiti.
Yeah. But I mean, it's not great, but like the white people are like white influence is deeply entrenched. Like with the church and stuff, it's like it's not sick.
Yeah, and then that's a sick way to control people. And then it goes with the Haitians, like when it's a movie called 1804 where it really talks about the Haitian Revolution. And I learned a lot of shit that I didn't know. Like they did like a ritual. They did a ritual in a swamp. But it was just like basically they got on their religion. Yeah. And it was like it's not a religion with a white guy.
No, it's voodoo. Yeah.
Yeah, or voodoo. And it was like they got together. I like the one thing they did in spurts. They clean house first. Yes. That's the number one thing. Any revolution, you got to clean house before you go at any other group. Yeah. And so I just really like how they cleaned house. Yeah. They had a barbecue. And it was like they fixed like some poisonous soup or some shit like that. So it was just like all the coon niggas, they went to sleep. They went night after that. They got the itis. It was the last itis they ever got. Yeah. You're like, whoa. That's how it's supposed to be. Chillins was good. Yeah, I bet they was good. Yeah. Revolution, bitch. Yeah. You ain't supposed to be in this. Yeah. It was. Now we can breathe around here. We can we can focus on real shit. Yeah. Go to sleep.
Get out of here, Haitian Carson.
Go to sleep. And but then it was like crazy. Like it's at one part, like, and then French soldiers were writing. Little Haitian kids were jumping. This is the most bad part. Okay. Little Haitian kids were jumping into cannons. No. Because like if you let the cannon go off, it's gonna cause a whole bunch of damage. They have pictures of this or like drawings of this. Children were jumping into cannons to save everybody. Like it's shit like that. I was like, these niggas are down. They just made a choice. They was like, we're not doing this shit. We're not coming over here with no slavery. You're not raping anybody. We're done. Yeah. We're done. It was like that meme. We're done. Yeah. We're done. French people, you're done. Yeah. But that shit is cool. And then you find out little stuff like I didn't even know the one janky ass Haitian comedian. He talks about how it's did you know it was a Polish platoon that went over there? No. They were with the Spanish and they were supposed to fight the Haitians. And then I guess like Poland has always gone through shit with other European powers.
Oh, yeah. No. Poland, they are like the laughing stock of Europe. It's really funny.
I guess to certain white people. I respect Poland.
Oh, no. Yeah. No. Just like with just Polish people are like always a punchline. So like I just am aware of that.
Yeah. And they, did you know it was a regiment that went to Haiti during the revolution and they switched sides? They were there for 2 years and they switched sides.
That's iconic.
And it's a town named after them. You can Google it. And it was like, you can see those kind of lighter skinned people. It's called Son of a Polish Person. Or something like that's what it translates to.
Oh shit.
And then I think about have you ever just like war? I think about war and
so sick
and crazy shit happening, kids jumping into cannons.
Well, that's not sick.
But I'm just saying the shit is going down and then they get you and they're just like, hey, we don't really fuck with y'all, but we don't fuck with these niggas. Let's go over here and do it. And then they get over there and just be like, you know what, we'd be better off with the niggas.
Yeah, you would be.
Yeah, it was just like, what
got
did they
better
see?
Food.
Or I just wonder, like, what? It's a war zone, though. It was a war. Yeah. It was like a war type place. So what did they see when they went down there and they were just like, we gonna switch sides? Yeah. You know what? Fuck the Spanish. Yeah. Yeah, that's. I just think that's so.
That's amazing.
Have you ever like been in a fight and been like, you know what? The other nigga's right. Like it was like.
No, well, because I know like usually if you go into a fight like with one of your niggas or to a conflict with one of your niggas, it's like even if you like figure out he's wrong, you're kind of like, okay, let's see how this plays out, and then when we get home, I'm like, yo, we kind of off for that. Yeah, but like in the middle, you're like, nah, fuck this, bro.
Yeah, they switch sides.
Iconic. That's sick.
I think that it's a lot of shit that's not talked about. It's like no hearsay that really happened. Yeah. That's why I think it's dope.
That's super dope.
But then you cut to now, and then it's like hit or miss. There's some Haitian people who are like, or just people in the diaspora. Yeah, they're down. They're good people. Yeah, or they're dark skinned haters. Yeah, that's all. That's willing to show out anytime as a white person with eyes on them. That's they're just willing to get down and dirty and do some janky shit.
That's
Yeah, that's whack. Let me see. I'll drop what is this sound effect? Yep.
That's the right one.
Yep. Drop the horns on them.
That's right.
Oh, we got the horns. I got some inspirational music too on here. So yeah, this
sounds like an Olivia Rodrigo fucking opening. I feel like I'm about to hear about like a 17-year-old boy who broke somebody's heart.
Oh really? I've never heard of that. To me this sounds like walking down the street.
Yeah.
And or like no, this is what I originally said. Like I was at this mic.
Yeah.
I was the next comedian to go up, but I really had to go to the bathroom. Gotta go to the bathroom. I was just walking to the bathroom, and then they said, next up, DJ Slider by. So I had to go on stage with poop and pee about to come out of my ass. And I told jokes for 10 minutes. Wow. Nothing happened. I farted once. You know, you got to pause first to be like, oh, something come out. Nothing came out. I moved to the other side of the stage, started telling jokes on the other side of the stage, let that fart clear up. Went back to the other side, did my set. Everybody laughed. It was great.
Wow.
Yeah.
Slider, we love you.
See, yeah, they were clapping and going crazy and shit. Where's the applause? Oh, it stopped the music when I did the applause. So yeah, shit like that. These are the
Okay.
Yeah, shit.
Damn, that one's for any time we drop a banger. Like that's fucking
What, which that one?
Exactly. Whoa, that was a banger, bro.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Have you what's going on? Where we at? All right, so have you seen any new movies or anything?
I watched Royal Tenenbaums yesterday or 2 days ago. It's not new. New movie, same thing. Wes Anderson. I watched The French Dispatch.
Is that his newer one?
That's his newest one.
Okay. I like the way his films look. I like the
aesthetic.
Yeah. No, I just got a text message from my job.
Oh.
I'm on like the job text message.
Okay.
And sometimes it's just shit. The managers are like, don't use the sink anymore. Only use the sink for liquid. Someone dumped tea out in the sink. And it's just like, bitch, I'm not there. I only work Wednesdays and Thursdays. Like this message is going out on Sunday. Like I didn't do this. So I don't know. It says something that has nothing to do with it. So I don't know. Have you seen Dune yet?
Have I seen? No, I can't. I don't have the money to watch Dune yet.
What? You better. I have an Android box. I can watch whatever I want.
Iconic.
Yeah, you just need one. Go down to the swap meet, the local swap meet, or Swap-O-Rama, actually.
Yeah. I'm waiting for 123movies.com to acquire the rights.
Yeah. No, damn it. You shouldn't have said that. That is a good ass website. That website always came in handy.
Yeah.
Always.
Shouts out to the Russian nerds who are dropping that heat for the people.
Yeah, I don't even know where they're at. And then it always changes. It's always it's just like .to or whatever.
Yeah,
you just type
.ltd.
you just type in the first three letters and let Google find
Google is like, we got you, bro. You got some bills to catch up on, but
yeah. No, and then I guess like that's why I want to learn a VPN. I wonder like if you use a VPN, would you get different Google searches? Because Google blocks certain websites.
Interesting.
They block a bunch of shit.
Perhaps, yeah.
Yeah, I know they're blocking shit that we're supposed to know. That's why I'm not on the deep web, but I want to get on the deep web just to find the answers. Right. Because I feel like this has always been my thing. If they're selling illegal shit, like they're selling like drugs and plutonium and shit, you can get a hitman. Yeah. And then I come on there and I'm just like, what are the answers to life? Do these Masons really do all this shit? And then there's got to be somebody willing to tell me that, because it's like, you sure you don't want your wife killed or something? You can do that too. Yeah. I'm like, no, nobody killed. Okay. Don't send any heroin to my house. All right. Just give me some answers.
Not even a rocket launcher, bro.
That's a good example too. You can get some bullshit like that on the dark web. And it's like, I just want answers, nigga. I don't want no kind of other shit.
That's funny. You're saying that it's like because we're talking about like 1, 2, 3 movies, so it's like you're trying to click the movie for like all the answers of life, but it keeps showing up as like, do you want like Ukrainian plutonium, or do you want to play this game where you control a slave with a drone? And it's like, nah, G, I just want to know what the singularity is and what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I just want to know, can NASA control the weather? Like, I want to know some shit like that instead of some fucking. Sick. I don't know. It's a video. I think they can.
Yeah.
You know, it's a video. It's a cool video online where they show in Louisiana they have this huge machine that they could just turn it on and make a cloud. It makes make a big ass cloud.
Yeah.
And then like it puts condensation or something in it, and then it can rain. The cloud will mix in with the regular shit in the atmosphere, and it makes it rain.
That's pretty cool.
And then they show it's like an English guy, like, oh, then 2 minutes later it rains.
2 minutes later.
Yeah, and then I was just thinking, like, okay, so what about if it's an hour later, we got a Category 6 hurricane?
Whoa.
You know what I mean?
That's
if they show you they can make it rain.
Yeah.
Who's to say they can't make a hurricane?
The funny thing is, like, just tying back to our, like, fucking Patriots Act conversation, like, some nigga, like, oh, man, is, like, surveying his ex. Like, she's like, her new dick is going over. Not when Hurricane Irma pulls up and it's like,
Yeah. I'm trying to, what would he do? I don't know. He'll probably have her electricity cut off or something for a second. Or whatever the fuck.
Electrocute, lightning strikes her fucking wires and shit.
Yeah. What was up with all those, that mic we did yesterday?
Oh, what's up with that mic? Oh, it's chilly.
No, yeah, it was chilly as fuck, but it was that room we were in had so many TV screens in it. Did you count the screens?
I did not. Well, I didn't notice the screens. I noticed stretch bar screens like that because they're all on.
Oh yeah. They never turn theirs off.
They never turn theirs off.
Sometimes it's funny. I like when if you could time it right, you can roast some shit.
Yeah.
I think people laugh. Like, I try to say extreme shit, so people laugh, but they weren't really with it. I was like, because Drew Barrymore was on.
You can't touch Drew.
I guess so, but I was just like, does this bitch have a stroke? Like, what's going on with the one side of her face?
That about Barry?
What everybody's up for jokes. We just made fun of Obama.
No, yeah, she's the wrong Barry to fuck with.
No. I like Drew Barrymore. It was just like she seems okay.
She's cool.
She's got a hard story though. You know, just drinking when she's young. People letting her do whatever the fuck she wanted to do.
Yeah.
I just kind of hate those things when people when they're just like, yeah, they overcame so much. No, it was just she had bad people around her.
Yeah. But she overcame those people.
She overcame it, but
she smiles a lot, and she like hugs dogs at 3 during daytime television.
Yeah. No, I mean, she's great. She's great.
She's straight Ellen.
Yeah, she's better than Ellen. I don't know. Yeah. Ellen's kind of...
That's crazy. The plot twist with Ellen is iconic.
I just don't they have a... they basically have a nigga to just come out and dance?
No, fuck that nigga. Fuck that nigga.
But is that a part of Ellen's show?
Yes. I've hated that nigga since, like, I started stand-up.
You hate him as a person, or you hate...
I hate him as a person.
Oh, I don't know.
He's one friendly ass nigga. Well, I don't know what I don't know, man. He probably feeds the poor or whatever, but...
Did you meet him and he hurt your feelings? Like, what happened?
I don't know, man. He's a friendly ass nigga. I feel like, because I said when I was like 18, I was like, Ellen is where black culture goes to die. Like, once it gets to Ellen, like, once it, like, I think that's when dabbing, because dabbing was like big when I was like in high school, like a senior in high school. And I saw it get to Ellen and like Hillary Clinton. I was like, oh, it's over. Like, and that's when it's never recovered. And it's that nigga who like, like whatever dark summit they go to in a mountain to be like, what are niggas up to? And then, this nigga comes up and it's like, he dabs. And they're like, we will destroy it. And now,
no, I get you. Yeah, I don't really do it as Ellen. It just seems like when certain corny white people do something, then it's over. It's like, over. Do you remember Young Jock and he had to dance like this? Yeah, when Tom Cruise did it on the red carpet.
Wait, he did?
Yeah, it's really funny.
Oh, Christ.
And then that's when people were just like, it's a wrap.
It's done.
It's a wrap.
It's done.
Tom Cruise is doing it.
God damn.
That shit was dope, man. That's what it's just always with certain things. It's just like, oh, okay, this is over now.
Yeah.
Nobody's talking. We can't talk about this no more. Oh, we can't say lit anymore.
Oh.
Because these people are saying it now.
Yeah. I yeah, I remember. This is actually a recent party. I remember like a girl I know, and she like brought some friends. Like they were all like loud 20-year-olds, and they're like, "Wah!" And she's like 24, 25, and kept calling shit lit, and I'm like, you don't talk like that. Like, why? I've never heard you say this word, and you said it 7 times in 3 minutes.
That's funny. Maybe she was trying to show out for her friends.
Yeah, it seemed like it. They cut off our music that we were playing. It was a bummer.
Oh, you're talking about the thing? I thought you meant like right now.
Oh, no. Yeah, I'm not playing any music right now.
Let's see. I just want to show you this.
Tom Cruise?
Yeah, I guess he did it at the BET Awards.
What? That is bold.
It said Tom Cruise
Crackers
on BET.
Outing back in the day. Oh, they still are.
Tom Cruise gets crunk on BET.
Oh, I remember getting crunk. Wow.
Gotta turn the volume down, but it's
Whoa, that's kind of sick.
no, it's not sick. It makes you not want to do it anymore.
No, like,
and I respect Tom Cruise. I love Tom TC.
Oh
Me
man.
and him are on that level. I call him TC.
Oh man, this is wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm sorry,
wow.
listeners. You can't see where we're talking
Look up
about.
Tom Cruise on BET.
Yeah.
It's worth the Google search.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Fantastic.
It's terrible. Well, I don't know, man. We've been where can people find you? Like, what's
Where
going on?
can people find me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a web series called Where Are You Going?
Oh yeah, let's kind of dive into that for a little bit. Yeah,
sure.
So it's a web series called Where Are You Going? Like,
Where
what
You
is it
Going?
about?
Yeah, it's me and my friend and collaborator Vishnu Akella. He's a comic in LA right now, and he
Was he in Chicago or did he?
No, we both met in Cleveland. He's from Detroit, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
From actual Detroit or
actual
from the suburbs?
Detroit. No, he's from Detroit.
I'm gonna do a whole separate podcast about the suburb motherfuckers. I don't know if that happens in Cleveland where it's a whole bunch of people like, yeah, we're from Cleveland. And it's just like,
I
no,
don't
but
think
you're from Akron.
Yeah, no, we don't care. We really don't. The big demarcation in Cleveland, because I'm from the east side of Cleveland, and that's different from East Cleveland. It's like they're both the hood, and white people both don't want to go to it, but niggas don't want to go to East Cleveland either.
Where are Bone Thugs and Harmony from?
Huh?
Bone Thugs and Harmony.
I'm not super hip to where they're from exactly.
East 1999. I know they always just
East 99?
Yeah, that was.
Yeah,
like the
I
name
mean,
of
I
a
think
street.
I'm around there. I think I'm from around there.
You think so?
Yeah, East 99. Yeah, on Gisman, like that's where I'm from.
Okay. Yeah, they used to always say East 1999. East
Oh,
1999.
Interesting.
Yeah, that was the street, man.
Yeah.
Cleveland is the city where we come from, so run or whatever the fuck they would say.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I got to look at the lyrics.
Yeah. Yeah. I listen more to Roger and Zapp. They're really important to me.
Are they from Cleveland?
Yeah, they're from Cleveland.
Yeah, it's a lot of dope shit from Cleveland. The Ohio players are from Cleveland.
Yeah.
I know specifically James Brown needed people in his band, and he got people from He got people from Ohio. I know Bootsy Collins is from Ohio.
Yes.
It's a lot of great people from Ohio, and then Ohio had that fat ass president, William Taft. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
He got stuck in the bathtub.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
That's iconic.
Who voted for you? I just wanted to be like, did people know how big you were when you were running? Like, and how come his opponent didn't be like, you gonna let this fat motherfucker be president?
Yeah.
This motherfucker might die from diabetes.
Oh, that's
like,
so funny.
Let me run this country.
Yeah.
You don't want people from other countries coming here to see this.
Yeah.
They don't want to know what to think about America. This fat motherfucker's in charge.
It'd be an appropriate impression of us. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, it is now. But I think back then people were probably sickly as fuck, except for rich people.
That's
Like he was a
true.
rich
Yeah.
white guy from Ohio.
Yeah.
But it was still like, no, man, we cannot be this big. This is not America.
Yeah.
Getting stuck in shit.
Yeah. We still shooting bows and arrows with muskets. That's not historically accurate. But yeah, Where Are You Going? I made it with my friend and collaborator Vishnu Akella, and yeah, we wrote, produced, and acted in it, and directed. And yeah, it's about the internet I think it's about the internet. It's kind of about like two guys who are pretty useless. We're two pretty useless guys, and we kind of get into shenanigans, and like it's kind of how like clout kind of has infected like just like the narratives of everyday life, where it's like you'd have like maybe a classic sitcom story, but because we're all under this like paradigm of like getting attention on the internet, you know, just to prove whatever, you know, it affects those stories in a certain kind of way, and you can't have certain old narratives anymore, and we don't know what that entails for tomorrow.
No, okay. So it's basically it's like a cool story, but then problems come in. It's like, hey, I'm trying to get noticed, or it's just like, hey, we're just chilling. And it's like, no, but let me make this Instagram post.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of just like how it kind of fucked up with like how we think and approach problems now.
Yeah, or it's just like, man, yeah, like like it's expensive, but it'll be a good place to take pictures of ourselves in there.
Kind of, that's
so then y'all go to a place and y'all all are sharing like a hamburger, one hamburger, cut it up 4 ways, so you could just take pictures at the baller place. It's like it's gonna look it's
gonna look fire.
Yeah, like we're at this fancy steakhouse, so like people think we're here balling.
Yeah,
but we're all sharing a burger.
Oh yeah,
you know, that's funny. That's how a lot of the girls do it. They're not really balling. They're just Instagram debutantes.
Yeah.
Speaking of this, we need to go to
that sounds like a great podcast name.
Instagram debutantes.
Yeah,
maybe.
Fire.
Where do we need to go to? There was a place on Chicago.
Yeah.
Beatnik. That's like a place. Every time I go there, you see motherfuckers taking Instagram pictures.
Really?
It's like, have you ever been there?
No, I haven't.
It's a very good. What's going on? What are they? You need limited space remaining. All right, that's why I'm still recording on the internet on my shit. Yeah, I'm sorry, my SD card is running out of space.
Okay,
but this is recording on Audacity, so that's why.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot what was I just talking about?
Beatnik.
Oh yeah, no, it's like 3 different places in one.
Yeah,
like you walk in, they have a bar area.
Yeah.
There's like a retractable roof over one part.
Okay.
And then they have a regular dining room area.
Classic turducken situation.
Yeah, it was like dope. It was like, okay, you can come here, take hella pictures, and just, look like you're the shit here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like we got to go there to do our shit.
Yeah.
But no, so this what's the name of your thing
Where
again?
Are you going?
Okay.
Yeah,
because
it's on IG, it's on YouTube. We have our own sites. Yeah.
Okay.
It's really funny.
See, that's what I'm saying. You're more advanced than me. I'm gonna get on that level. So no, where are we going? Y'all tune in to Where Are We Going?
Oh, where are you going?
Where are you going?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want all the, because like it's like 10 million people listen to this podcast.
Iconic.
Not to even, yeah.
No,
this is iconic shit. They're all in the Philippines though.
Okay.
So I got a lot of
Filipino
fans.
I love my brown Asian kings and queens. Come on. Now.
Yeah, only like a couple hundred people in America listen to this shit. But in my Asian fan base is huge.
Hello.
So
hello.
So I'm just saying, so they can find you there.
Yeah, and I have a EP I released called the Severance Package under Pibble Pap.
That's dope. Is it what record label is it under?
It's under Kinsman Road Labs. Yeah, that's the name of my street, and yeah, it's independently released.
No, okay, yeah, that's I think something we all need to have a record label or something, because if you want to release a comedy album,
yeah,
that's going to be on a record label.
Yeah.
So you might as well have a record label.
Yeah,
yeah. So no, that's dope. I'm trying to put everybody on where they can find you. We're on Instagram. Yeah. What's your Instagram?
At Pibble Pap, PIBBLEPAP.
All right, you got to spell it for some people. Because people don't know.
Yeah.
So no, you can find him out there. It was a pleasure having you here.
Thank
and
you so much for having me.
You can always come back. And then this show is gonna be forever growing. Like next time you might be by yourself. It might be 6 motherfuckers here too, or some shit. Yeah. I don't know. We all be talking over each other and shit. You know how it goes.
Wu-Tang.
Yeah, just trying to get our points across, just yelling. So it's that shit. And and I'm DJ Sliderbite. You can find me almost everywhere under DJ Sliderbite. So Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitch. All under DJ Sliderbite. And maybe whatever new thing is out, I'm gonna try to be DJ Sliderbite under that shit too, just so you can see what's up. So yeah, so this is DJ Sliderbite. This is the Slider Cast, and then y'all. That's the outro music. Y'all have a great night, all right? Don't let anybody change you. All right.
Okay.
No, Yeah, no, I